What's up, YouTube? Stardealer Nico here with
$0.99.
we're making a top 5 decks of July 2013, and this will go into Nationals, so this is what you'll probably expect going into Chicago. For number 5, it was kind of hard to place because there's only really 4 decks that are topping most consistently. But for 5th place, we put a variety of decks. Like we put Medolces, Heroes, Six Sams, and Constellars, because those get a couple random tops, like every few regionals. So, do you have any opinions?
Nah, I think you did cover it. It's not like those sets do top, but it's not like they top say like one, then they might not top the nets, but they still do top, so you might still see them.
Yeah, I bet in like the top 64 you'll see a couple of those decks. But into the top 4 you'll see a pretty consistent amount. For number 4, Telmer Mouse, I would say about every other tournament there's one in the top 8. They're still a good deck, they're just not as good as the Prophecy or Elemental Dragons or Dragon Rulers. They can make Gyos, and they could like completely demolish Elemental Dragons or Dragon Rulers. Yeah, they're still a good deck, but I think they kind of saved themselves in the way of how they were like tier 1 for a couple months at the start of the format, and then now they're just like kind of like under the radar, and now they probably won't get hit on the ban list. Do you have any opinions on title morales?
Not really. You literally got everything about them.
Okay, number 3, we have Evil Swarms. They probably get like 1 or 2 spots in every single national so far. Sometimes they don't top, but most of the times they will. And we'll probably see like 1 in the top 8 and a couple top 16s and a couple 32s and stuff like that in our nationals. It's just a really good deck that you can it has, like, if you keep your Ophion on the field against Incarnate Dragons or Elemental Dragons or Dragon Rulers, whatever you want to call them, if you keep Ophion out, they really can't do much. Even though they do have ways to get around it, it's still very good, especially if it like Safe Zone or something on it. And Eradicator is very good against spellbooks. So, from the Evil Storm player right here, HeroDealer99, he will explain his opinions.
So personally, I think the Evil Swarms are kind of like the budget deck of this format. Ophion keeps on going down. Like, the only main card that costs is Cerceon. It's the only card that costs like $15 to $20. And also another thing is, I think that Evil Swarms are one of like the most, it's meta, but it's also kind of anti-meta to the first, second, and even title Mermal. Like, it's to the way where you can just use Ophion, and against the Prophecy match you can use Eradicator, and you can just completely either destroy them or you can be destroyed. It's, in my opinion, an anti-meta deck, though it's meta.
Even though Evil Storms and Telmerals are like 3rd and 4th place, the main majority will be Spellbooks and Dragon Rulers. We put Spellbooks at number 2. Dragon Rulers win or top more, but if we look at what will win specifically, I would bet that Spellbooks have more of a chance to win, but I think the more popular deck and more tops would be Dragon Rulers. Like, you have a very good matchup with, I think the matchup's more in your favor with Spellbooks, just because now they main Kaiku and Jowgen, and if you get those on field with like a couple counters on Starhalt, like, you can't lose. Like when I was testing with the Spellbook deck, I got Kaiku to like 3,000, and they can't do anything when you have that. And you have Fate and stuff to stop. Or Fate is just amazing against Draco Sack. Any more opinions?
Nah, I was only going to mention Fate, but like you said, Fate is really good for getting over a lot of the stuff that Prophecies can't get over at the time. They just play Fate. It's like, well, screw you too.
And number 1, we obviously put Dragon Rulers. They have a good matchup against basically everything except for, but yeah, everything. Like, they can. There's not like a matchup that you like you're for sure to lose to. I think if people side well, they will. I think people will side the most for Dragon Rulers, and they might not top as much, and maybe Spellbooks will top more. But yeah, I think they're the best at going into this. But I still think Spellbooks can beat Dragon Rulers.
And we did see that in Europe of how
Yeah.
Prophecies were the winning deck.
Yeah, like they just wrecked them with Jougen and Kaiku. So that's our top 5. We'll probably do this every month, and I might have Hero Dollar 9 feature on them again.
Mm-hmm.
He did a good job. He wasn't annoying like usual.
Yep.
So please tell us what you guys think is the best decks, and peace.